So the prompt for day 6 for the July Junk Journal Challenge is one color. And since for day 5 I used a lot of pink, and day 6 is going to be right next to that page. So I'm going to have my one color be pink. And I'm thinking I'm going to try to keep it light pink. Probably not stick to this exact color. But I think I want to keep it light pink, at least most of it, and maybe use some darker pinks as details or something, maybe small marks and stuff. We'll see what happens. I'm starting with a light pink Posca pen. It looks, you can tell it looks a lot different than this light pink, though they're both called light pink. But anyway, and I already accidentally made a smudge. That's alright. But I'm just wanted to start with some marks. Just gonna make some V's all over the place. I got some on my pinky. I don't know how that happened. You know what, let's go ahead and cover that. Oh, there we go. I see a year. I remember the first video when I was prepping this journal. I wasn't sure how old this coloring book was, but I see a copyright date here of 2016. So yeah, I think this is probably about 9 years old, and I probably got it around 2016 as well. So now I'm just gonna go over this line with pink. Maybe make that a bit thicker. Okay, that was a lot thicker. Now I'm going to take the same light pink paint that I used for day 5's page and water it down and paint it over this whole thing. That way it'll be a bit closer to this and a lot more kind of linked together sort of thing. Yeah, but I'm watering this down on my under paper, which is working because I have some spots of gesso areas on my under paper, so it's not like being absorbed too much. So it's working kind of similarly to a kind of palette paper, but yeah, but I'm not too worried about it. I don't really like using palettes for acrylic paints much, because then I always forget to clean them immediately afterwards, or I just plain don't feel like cleaning them. And then the acrylic paint dries to it, all bumpy and stuff, and it's just not fun. But when I use my under paper, I don't have to worry about it, because it just dries to the paper, which I can either reuse in collages or other mixed media projects, which is what I usually do, or I can throw it away. I think I might have made my paint too watery now, but that's okay. I need to figure out a better setup for my tripod, because I know I keep bumping into it. I have tried before trying to have it like elevated or something so it wouldn't be so close to my workspace. But the problem with that was that you could see whatever I was having it elevated on, like it was blocking the view of the page. So I just need to find something that would be sturdy enough to hold it, but not so big that it impedes with the frame of the video. Okay, a little bit more. There we are. That worked magnificently. I wasn't sure if that was going to be too opaque or not, because sometimes even when I water down paint, it ends up covering up basically everything. But yeah, I like it. Then I think next I'm gonna use some Distress Oxide on here, because I have a pink Distress Oxide pad that I haven't really used too much, and I feel like that this would be a fun opportunity for that. I don't know if I'll ink the edges or use a sponge and just kind of rub it over the page, but we'll figure it out. But I'm going to let this dry because I don't want the paint to ruin my ink pad. Okay, so while I had the recording paused, I thought of a solution for the tripod that I think is going to work. Unfortunately, I think this yogurt container is probably always going to be in view, but at least it's not too much in the frame. But essentially, I've decided to have my tripod above my page, and hopefully I won't bump into it. If I do, this might be chaotic because it'll probably fall over, because I also have it stacked on top of a yogurt container because it wasn't tall enough to fit the whole, it wasn't high enough anymore from the top for some reason to view the whole page, and I don't know why that's different, but it is. But anyway, hopefully it's better now is the point. I'm also hoping that the audio is still good, because this will mean that the microphone is in a different spot than it was before, but I think it's fine, because it seemed like you could kind of hear me when I was all the way across the room, which is good, because I have a bad habit of keeping this recording and walking across the room and still talking. Anyway, so this is Picked Raspberry. It's the Distress Oxide color. And I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna rub it lightly all over the page, I think. Well, I don't think anymore, I'm already doing it. Okay. And then, you know, the whole thing for this is spraying it with water, because then it does cool stuff. So, I'll do that. I'll spray it with water. And then I'm gonna let that dry, and we'll see what happens. I think I'm gonna do one of my favorite things that I like to do. I think I'm gonna, once this dries, I think I'm gonna go in with a pencil and just kind of, I like to find blobs in like backgrounds and stuff. So I think I'll take a pencil and kind of outline some sort of blob that I see and probably turn that into like an animal or a character or something. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I'll be back to do that after this dries, which might be a while. Okay, so looking at this, I immediately kind of see a creature here. So like here's the eye, here's the mouth. So I'm just outlining this little dude with pencil. And actually, I see like a little stubby arm there. So this is just a rough kind of scribbly outline right now. Alrighty, and then I want to give him some kind of ground to stand on because of this line here. Kind of thinking that will make sense. To have this like a horizon line. And then this might be something, but I'm not sure what. Maybe a tree or something? I don't know. We'll see what happens. So now, thinking I'm almost done with this, I think I will take like a Sharpie and at least outline this little character. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Draw the horizon line and then call it done, I think. Where did I put my Sharpie? There it is. It's on the other side of my room. So, actually kind of want to make this a little scribbly like that. Add a nostril. Maybe some teeth here. Let's make this arm a little longer. It's like a little dinosaur. Let's give him a belly. Think. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this into a flower because it feels a little too empty to me. I like it. It's kind of cute. I know it needs some words. Okay. So, I don't know, I'm thinking that this looks kind of like this dinosaur-like fellow is going on a kind of journey and is interested in this flower, maybe shocked about it. So, just write the words. Oh, I've got this Sharpie kind of gunked up, but I'm just writing the words, what might happen. There we go. I think I'll call that done. So, alright, that is day 6 for the July Junk Journal Challenge. I hope you enjoyed. And let me... It's a bit of a closer view of the page. Yeah, so if you liked the video, please like, and if you want to see my other videos for the Junk Journal Challenge, please subscribe.